Hi, welcome to the Downtime podcast. You're here with Kevin.
Aaron.
Leah.
Jeff.
And we're here to talk about stuff.
I'm here to creepily look into the camera.
So, in this last month, we had 2 presidential addresses, the Necronomicon, the Lovers in Danger Space-Time. It's a big one because this is just the way the podcasts are going. Outlast 2. And the first episode of The Ghosting.
We were really bad at Outlast.
We're so bad at Outlast.
And I expected Kevin to be better at Outlast, quite honestly.
I didn't even get a chance.
I'm not honestly good at those kind of stealth games.
I'm spectacular.
First person stealth games I'm terrible at.
I technically outlasted you all because I still haven't played Outlast, so I'm Outlast.
So you've yet to been murdered with like an axe through the balls yet.
Because that's the
In a
only
previous
way
life,
they
In
murder
a
you.
previous life, yeah.
I was watching the
Pickaxe.
video and the blood thing right away. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was down with that.
All right.
Yeah.
What was your
Microphone.
guys' favorite thing this week?
Or this month.
This month?
Hey, it might be selfish because I wrote it and was the only person in it. I really like the Necronomicon.
You know what, Kim? That is selfish. I regret asking that.
I'm embarrassed for him. That was awkward and narcissistic, and I didn't care for it at all.
All right.
I actually
Thanks, Jeff.
I really liked it too.
Yeah.
I
thought
liked
it was
that
really
one
good.
too, but my favorite was the unicorn, the last unicorn being killed for the last unicorn Frappuccino.
It's pretty
Oh,
good,
I
right?
did like
And
It made me
also,
cry.
that was spur of the moment.
Not planned.
That was not planned,
Not
not
planned.
scripted or anything. We were just doing it, and then somehow we ended up on the unicorn thing. Because remember, my unicorn Frappuccino was disgusting.
It was wrong.
It
Explain
was
that,
all
tell that.
sorts of wrong.
Tell us-
Okay.
tell us a story about that.
So we got it. It was the first time I also ever used online pickup, so that was terrifying. Didn't like that.
Oh,
And
Bumble or Tinder?
both. I only pick up my Starbucks from random people.
Starbucks has a dating app? Oh.
Starbucks should get a dating.
Starbucks should have a dating app.
Yeah.
You
And
could
just
be
hook people up
matched
that
based
like
on what
the
you're.
same,
Yes.
like if they like the same drinks.
And then you know.
Okay, wait.
You don't want
Go
to date
back to the
coffee snobs.
unicorn
sorry.
Frappa thing.
So
Sorry,
my
I-
unicorn Frappuccino was deeply disgusting.
It was wrong.
It was wrong. And so somebody that we work with had got one earlier when they
Yeah.
first came out, and it was fine.
It was normal.
I didn't have any of it, but apparently it was fine.
Yeah.
It was mango, right? This
It was like supposed to be mango flavor. I got
unicorns.
mine. Mine had like caramel
Yeah.
in it or something, and we all tried it because we were at the theater at this
Yeah.
point. We were putting up like our
Yeah.
play, and so we like everybody tried it, including the theater tech, and we were all like,
We were like, caramel? Caramel.
like it was wrong. It was disgusting.
Caramel.
To the point where I sent a message to Starbucks being like, "This was disgusting."
Dear Starbucks.
Yeah.
This unicorn tastes terrible.
They got back to me. They were sorry. They gave me $6 refund on it, and I was like, "Thank you."
$6?
$6.
Starbucks is expensive.
Is it even good?
I have a Starbucks
No,
related
that's the
story.
problem, is it wasn't good.
I just drank at a well-known coffee place. I don't want to say it. It was bad. Just today I just had it.
Oh.
I was drinking it here.
My
what was
favorite.
bad about it?
Yeah.
I'm looking around for a
it
cup
tasted
now.
like it almost, and like this may be like a thing just for me, but it kind of tasted like a little bit. Have you guys ever chewed chewing tobacco?
No.
Sadly, yes.
It had like a hint of that flaky chewing tobacco.
Ooh, the nice spittle.
Yeah, it was not good.
I had a friend, speaking of coffee-related things and chewing tobacco, who used to chew and do her spit into like almost done ice caps, like Tim Hortons ice
Oh
caps.
yeah, I've seen this before.
A friend got into her car in the passenger seat, went, "Ooh, an ice cap," grabbed it, took a sip.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
While everyone else in the car was like,
I've seen the same thing just from a Pepsi can. Though.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I've
I've
seen
seen one
Pepsi
with a
can
beer
ones.
can too.
Don't put new liquids into old liquid things.
And she said like chew
There's way too many
spit
points of
bottles
failure.
all over her car, like half-done water bottles.
You mean
You
pickup
know
truck?
what? No one should have chewing
Yeah.
tobacco except for like
You mean
80-year-old
track.
men.
Yeah, so the only reason I liked it, like, because I'd never smoked. And she was like, "Oh, you should try this." And I was like, "Okay." Not because it was like a thing where I was like, "I think I'm going to pick this up." I was just like, "Oh, like, I don't smoke." I was
Yeah.
like 16, so I don't drink. And I was like the least cool kid ever as far as like experimental drugs.
And you
I
just
didn't even-
wanted to be
I didn't even
rebellious.
smoke pot.
Oh,
At,
we
like,
got visitors.
at the king of pot smoker terrariuming, and and so it was gross,
Yeah.
and I regret it.
So something came up today that, or not today, this last week, that I think is a strangely impressive.
Apropos?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Really, I don't actually fully know what that word means.
It means
It
appropriate.
means appropriate.
Oh, then awesome.
So
then
it's
yes,
not a word.
apropos. It sounds like someone just mispronouncing appropriate.
It is.
Cool.
It's a fancy way.
It's a fancy stuck-up way.
Good,
Like
fun.
acclimate and acclimatize. Which I never fully understood the difference between. Carry on.
So Mr. noted actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, that he may
Said he
run
might-
for president
Yeah.
of the United States,
That is a apropos.
and he seems very serious about it.
I
I'd
mean,
vote for him. It can't be worse.
exactly. And we've had an actor as president before.
Yeah, stupid
Ronald Reagan.
I don't know.
And technically Donald Trump.
Yeah,
And by
which
we,
is
I mean
the royal,
them.
the
Them.
North American we.
Yes.
How come no one walks for president? Everyone's always running for president.
I know. They need to calm down.
We could just drive for
Yeah, they need
presidency.
to skip for president.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh, that'd be jazzy.
All right,
and
if you guys
I will be skipping for
if you
president.
guys were American, would you vote for The Rock?
I would not.
Totally.
No, I would
I
not.
If it was between Donald Trump and The Rock,
Well, look, it was between Donald Trump and
because
The
he's
Rock.
obviously going to
Yes,
run.
The Rock.
He's
But-
obviously going to run as a Democrat. He's not going to run as a Republican.
No, yeah. If it comes,
So that's what it'd be. It'd
if-
be in the next election if he got the nomination,
Yeah.
because they run like Donald
Yeah.
Trump is running. It would have-
unless if he's impeached by
What
then.
kind of
But then we have Mike Pence, so still The Rock.
Yeah.
what kind of
Yeah.
Rock is running though? Is it The Rock from The Mummy?
Johnson. Oh,
Or
yes,
is
I
it
got
or is it the world
Yeah, we-
champion? Do you smell what The Rock is
Are we gonna
cooking?
Scorpion King?
Are we
or-
Scorpion
obviously
King?
Or
Scorpion
is it
King.
the Walking Tall? Because I would also vote.
Okay,
Because he got
Ooh.
elected as sheriff.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
he's already got political office experience.
True.
I don't. I guess like.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
if it was between The Rock and Donald Trump and I was an American citizen, yeah, no, The Rock. It
Always
was
The Rock.
It was between Donald Trump and sentient mold. It's sentient mold.
Or the devil incarnate himself.
My favorite-
I'd have to at least listen to the devil's platform.
My
first.
favorite part about
I'm sure he would dig them out of debt.
Yeah, you know what? He's run hell for a long
yeah.
time.
is a good businessman.
And I mean, if
He's
anyone has
fiscally
watched
responsible.
Who,
Reaper,
The Rock?
he's an okay guy in Reaper.
He is, but he also
wait,
killed
who am I
Laura
missing? We're
talking
Palmer
about
in
Satan.
Twin Peaks.
Oh,
So
Satan.
That's true.
You gotta watch out for that.
You got to weigh all of your devils.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
weigh your devils.
He also did try to tempt Jesus in the desert.
So do you
Yeah.
guys
But that
think
devil in Piers Anthony's book, he's just like a really complicated fallen monk. He'd be a
That's
great.
true.
He'd be
Plus,
a great
the devil
leader.
was an angel.
Yeah.
Who had a tiff with his boss. And who cannot say that they have not had some words with their boss?
Okay,
and,
okay.
had a
So
falling out.
it's
Plus,
down
the
to
devil
the
wears Prada, which
It's
is
down-
nice
Yeah,
and
I
fancy.
vote
And
for
I
Meryl
love
Streep.
Meryl Streep.
I would totally vote for Meryl Streep if the devil possessed Meryl Streep and ran against Donald Trump in the presidential election. She would have my vote.
What if it
But
was
what?
Meryl Streep versus the devil?
Sorry, who?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl
Always
Streep was
Meryl
devil?
Streep.
But what if it was Meryl Streep and the devil
Yeah.
Yeah.
versus The Rock?
And who? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
So the devil.
Why would
has-
any of those get on the bill?
Wait. So the devil has
Why wouldn't they get
on the
possessed
bill?
Meryl Streep.
Yes.
And she is running as a Republican, obviously.
Yes. Because the devil is
It's
fiscally
fiscally
conservative.
of
Yeah.
course.
No, I'd see that. Yeah.
But also all the gay people go to hell apparently. So I mean, what
It'd be
happens?
a really progressive Republican.
Yeah.
ballot.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's only a fiscally conservative, socially progressive Republican.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then Satan's got the minority vote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
See, I'd vote for The Rock.
You got the
So
de-
that-
he's got the demon vote.
So
Yeah.
I'd vote for The Rock because he could take him out of Trump Towers and into the SmackDown Hotel. That's why I would choose.
I would vote for The Rock because, as I mentioned in Walking Tall, he kicked ass and took names and hung out with Johnny Knoxville, even though Johnny Knoxville was not very
No,
smart. He treated him with respect.
Was that Johnny Knoxville
was
or was
Johnny
that? I
Knoxville.
thought it was the dude from American Pie.
No, because that's the other movie that I often get them confused with when they're on TV. That's The Rundown.
Oh,
you want to get
yeah,
your
the
shit
The
together.
Rundown
Oh, that's
is
what
Sean
I
The
was
Wilson.
thinking
Rundown
of.
is terrible. Walking Tall
What?
is excellent.
What?
Compared to Walking Tall, The Rundown is garbage.
Hey.
Walking
with
Tall
me,
is the very beginning of The Rundown. Feels like it could have happened to the character in Walking Tall. He wants to open a restaurant where the other guy is going back for some other reason to his hometown.
You know what? I feel like I don't need to watch the movie anymore. That's good.
I'll just, you know what? I'll do a podcast where I badly explain movies The Rock
Okay,
did.
Johnny Knoxville versus what was his name? Sean
John
Michael
William Scott.
For
Johnny
presidency.
Knoxville every
for
time.
president.
Johnny Knoxville
Johnny
every
Knoxville. For
time.
president.
Every time.
Because he has a background of running a successful film
I'm saying
adventure.
an empire. I would say an empire.
And what has Sean William Scott done? Had his car stolen.
Yeah.
I like Sean William Scott, but I do think that Johnny Knoxville would be a better
I think he'd be
president.
better.
president.
Yeah.
Who'll be better prime minister?
Me.
For
Sean William
some
Scott.
reason- For some
Because he's
reason,
never done
Sean
anything.
William Scott. Because he'd be low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He'd stay out of like the public eye, just
Yeah.
as he's doing.
Yeah.
And he'll let his
Alright.
party do the work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
as
that's
a
what
prime
you
minister
want as a
should've.
prime minister.
Exactly.
Because the prime minister is not the
No,
president.
no, they're
No,
not.
they're different.
They're very different.
But who would win in a fight?
Between
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny
Sean William
Knoxville.
Scott?
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville would sacrifice his own
I
body
don't
to
know.
win.
Are we talking? Well, it depends.
That guy
Are we
works
talking about
out.
Sean William Scott from like Bulletproof Monk? Because he was pretty good in Bulletproof Monk.
Johnny Knoxville will fight dirty though. Johnny Knoxville will always win.
I think
And he will take
Sean
any
William
pain.
Scott will.
Johnny Knoxville would bite somebody in the balls.
William
if
Scott
he
would fight
needed
dirty.
to win.
true.
But,
Just for entertainment, just to get
like, he'd
ratings
pull
up.
down someone's pants and do it if he had to. Like he would win.
Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott are two actors and people I think a lot of people like underappreciate. I really like both of them.
I really like both of them too.
I would love to see if Sean William Scott was doing anything these days.
Yeah. What was Johnny Knoxville was in The Ringer at one point, and although that is a horribly offensive movie, I found it charming about when it came out. So when I was like, what, 15?
And you know
I found it
what?
quite
We were
humorous.
all really dumb in the early
We
2000s.
were super dumb.
I
We were
was-
like, everything's fine. There's no such thing as like racism or
No.
ableism or even sexism. I didn't know about that. And like, everything was just fine.
And we were all wearing like low-waisted,
Yeah,
flared
and our hip
Lululemon
bones
pants.
were all
Yeah.
like sticking out.
And all of
way
our
too
t-shirts
far.
were just a little bit
Yeah,
too
they
short.
were just a little.
I'm
too
only
short.
16, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh.
You're holding to that, huh?
I have no idea what you guys are
That's why it's hard for him to drink an entire pop. He's too young.
I was born in
Yeah.
2001, so.
I do remember that it was a big deal that he was going to drink an entire pop. That's one of my favorite
That was
Jeff
last.
moments.
That was last month.
It was a soda.
Oh, it was a soda.
It was not
It was
a
a
pop, it was
soda.
a soda.
Because we're
Or
from
maybe it
Wisconsin.
was a Coke if we were in Louisiana. No matter what you were drinking, it's a Coke.
Dr.
Coke.
Pepper and the doctor was in.
No, it's always a Coke. You're always drinking a Coke.
It was a house
Hold,
call.
hold on, actually, hang on. Which one is it? Because pop and soda are regional things.
And so is Coke. Coke
So-
in the southern United
Well,
States
I
means
know,
any pop.
I know that, but I'm trying to remember. Like pop and soda, one of them is.
Soda's from Minnesota, I assume.
No, one of them's technically Canadian. Which one is it?
Pop.
Pop. Pop
But
is
I
Canadian.
always say soda because it sounds better.
Me
and
too.
I say pop 'cause
And then
I
people tell me
drink
I'm
heavily.
pretentious.
Well, because pop is other things. Soda is just soda.
Pop is other things?
Pop is not
You-
other
things
things.
things can also pop.
Oh.
Oh.
Things don't soda.
Kevin's
No.
being very literal.
Yeah.
He's got some
I was just
onomatopoeia
thinking just
going on.
Beverage based.
Well, I mean, here if
Yeah.
if you ask someone, can I get a pop? They could
There's
punch
also
you in the
baking
arm.
soda.
That is never going to happen.
No, but if someone was trying to be funny,
It's a cream. There's baking soda.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a beverage that
That's
you can
not
drink.
a beverage you can
No, but
drink.
if you ask someone for soda and they give you baking soda, they're just being an asshole.
Nuh-uh. What if they're confused?
Is it not the same if you want to pop and they punch you in the arm?
No,
Yeah.
I mean yes, they are being an asshole.
Or they like go like, I'm not gonna do it because I have lipstick, but do like the.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like those are all the same thing. But like a soda, like soda and baking soda, those are not confusable.
What about that song
I-
that says might as well go for?
I
a
thought
soda?
they were combined. I thought it was a soda pop.
It is a
I
soda
thought you
pop.
got, and the soda was the sparkling stuff, and,
and
the pop is the sugar.
sugary stuff. I totally thought that.
Well, yeah, I mean that.
Because
that
you can have
might
a
be it.
soda with no sugar.
Yeah, that's a club soda or a seltzer.
or an abomination.
If you're in the States, it's a seltzer for some
You throw
reason.
some-
and I'm like,
you
that
throw
sounds-
some
that reminds
gin
me
in
of
there, you're
Alka-Seltzer, and I don't have heartburn.
But I do love soda water.
You don't need an
Oh, yeah.
Alka-Seltzer to. You don't need to have heartburn to enjoy an Alka-Seltzer.
So, sometimes I'm lying
You can
around
put it
having
in
a
your
good pop
coffee
it
in the
in.
morning. You can sprinkle it on ice cream. These
good.
are all options.
I feel like you're the kind of guy who would drink Diet Coke and eat Mentos at the same time.
Yeah,
Just be like, will this happen inside me?
Why would you say that I would be that guy?
because you're totally that guy.
Because you're
I
totally
would
that
You're
guy.
never-
100% that guy.
I would try to find a way to crush it up and snort it.
Oh,
Wait.
oh, while you're drinking it, so it's going down your sinus passages as it's like fuzzling in your throat.
Yeah,
And then it
that's-
comes out your
and it
ears.
comes out your
That's
ears. Or your
crazy.
eyes.
No.
It comes out of your tear ducts. Those
Yeah,
are all related.
Yes, Aaron.
Do we now have a bit for next month's podcast?
No. Oh God,
I
no.
will supply the Diet Coke
no,
and the
let's-
Mentos.
I don't want to put that inside
I don't
Jeff.
want to kill Jeff.
You know what? You can get them, but I'm not gonna do it like that. I'll drink the soda and I'll eat the Mentos
Bluff
separately.
called.
We'll get him cocaine to snort.
Perfect.
I usually just inject the shit.
Oh yeah.
Just inject cocaine.
Yes.
No,
He
Coca-Cola.
sprinkles it with the heroin,
Diet
and then he does
Coca-Cola.
speedballs.
Kevin, I'm trying to watch my weight, so Diet Coca-Cola, obviously.
Yeah.
I do diet cocaine.
Diet cocaine. I have a Diet Coke while doing my cocaine.
Yeah.
I don't want to gain weight. I am doing cocaine.
Naturally.
This is part of it.
That's why I do cocaine, is so
Yeah.
that I can lose weight.
That's why everyone does
Don't
cocaine.
do cocaine.
I
Or to
mean,
write screenplays.
That's why I hear people on TV.
So wait, let me write
do
this
cocaine.
down. Lose weight, do
Don't-
coke. Okay.
Don't do
Okay,
cocaine.
got that.
What
got
is
down.
the
Hey,
drug?
well, we had fun here today. Don't do cocaine.
Or do. It's your life.
Don't do
you
cocaine.
make your own choices.
We are not going to tell you to do cocaine.
But I'm not telling you not to either.
What's the
Don't-
drug
don't-
that's legal speed
That
that overachievers take on TV shows?
Riddle?
Adderall.
Adderall.
Dexedrine.
What about-
Any amphetamine will do.
Why are you bringing that up?
Just
but also, it's
needed to
very
know.
different molecularly because cocaine is very. What you're talking about is meth. Adderall, Ritalin, all these things are
Oh, yeah.
an amphetamine.
No, that's what
Like
I'm looking for.
Yeah, but I mean methamphetamine
Yeah.
is
You have uppers and you have downers.
yeah,
Some
They're
of
in the
those-
uppers. They're in the alcohol's a downer.
Yeah.
meth's an
Alcohol is
upper.
a downer.
which is funny because people use it to
Alcohol's
party.
a downer?
Yo,
It is
this.
a downer chemically.
Yeah,
Wow, I would have said the exact
it's like a sedative
opposite.
essentially.
Yeah, and so that's
That's
why,
why
if
you
you're
fall
doing lots of
asleep.
cocaine and you drink a lot, you're kind of balancing out, and I think that's a good life tip for everyone.
It's all about
Duke.
balance.
It's all about balance.
Don't do cocaine and drink alcohol.
Or do if that's what you want to do with your life.
To derail this conversation entirely, I was watching a BuzzFeed video where they were talking about how the unicorn frappuccino is just the beginning of a series of other like mythical
And we were
creatures
trying to
Yeah.
guess what the
frappuccino.
next one was.
well, I mean, so
Yeah.
so
Dragon.
Dragon came out.
But
Yeah.
Dragon
Now-
is not official. Dragon's like on the
It's
secret.
not?
No, it's just on the secret
it's-
menu.
it's on the secret menu.
I totally just
It
guessed.
the
Was
left-
that is that a
yeah,
thing?
it is. It was
Yeah.
what was left over from the unicorn frappuccino. Some of it could be used with like some like of like the
Yeah, it's like a
matcha
green
powder.
tea, vanilla
Yeah.
bean,
Okay.
swirl.
We tried to guess what the next thing would be. And we
Cthulhu.
went with Pegasus.
Yeah.
We got unicorn. We went with
Pegasus.
Pegasus,
But-
right? Because we thought we were going with like a horse.
But isn't
Yeah.
it mermaid?
Is there
Ooh.
okay? But
I thought
this
mermaid. I thought
What
mermaid
about
is
Cthulhu?
is the siren.
Yeah, and that's
From
Starbucks.
Starbucks?
Thing. You think that's what they would have come up with first?
You think?
Well-
but is there actually another mythical creature frappuccino coming out?
I thought it was mermaid. I thought
Because
for sure it was
I
mermaid.
missed the
I didn't
unicorn
get the
frappuccino.
I am on the mailing
You
list,
also missed the unicorn frappuccino,
and yeah,
and
it's
I
not
need
happening.
a future mythical creature frappuccino.
Me too.
And if you're out there listening, the Kraken would be cool.
Oh,
Cthulhu would be all right.
Cthulhu would be very inky. I feel like you'd have to.
What was
I think,
the-
I don't, you can't do both the Kraken and Cthulhu.
Why
Yeah, you
not?
gotta pick
Like
one.
there's one or two.
One's a
Or
deep
they
sea,
fight.
and the other one's a
What?
demon thing.
What? No, the Kraken. What?
Kraken's
Both
a
of
giant
them are deep
octopus.
sea.
Both of them
Not
deep sea.
Cthulhu's not.
No, Cthulhu is.
They're deep sea.
Cthulhu rises from Rylek, which is under the ocean.
Don't even mess with
Is
him
that where
with
Cthulhu? I thought he was the Icelandic.
No, Cthulhu's Lovecraft, and he was
Yeah.
a boat.
He sure was.
His great story. He was defeated by a boat.
Lovecraft.
Okay, well,
Much
he
like
has-
Moby
hated
Dick.
women and other people.
He has wings.
but especially lady
Cthulhu
other
has
people.
wings.
Cthulhu does have
and
wings.
Kraken is just a giant squid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kraken is a giant squid. But they're both squid things. Like Cthulhu is squid head.
Yeah.
If you
But
ever
you could
one is
do
an
a really
elder god.
cool,
They're,
like,
what,
dark
are, what are they called?
I thought
The
squid-
Themidopod? Something
I thought
pod?
Cthulhu-
Cephalopods.
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 I thought Cthulhu
Yeah,
walked on
Cephalopods.
2 legs.
He does.
No, he does.
I mean,
Kraken
he's
can't.
giant.
I mean, these are mythical creatures.
Yeah.
They can do
Are they?
anything they want.
Well, that's not true.
Cthulhu is though it's one specific thing. Like the Kraken appears.
The Kraken can be.
The
yeah.
Kraken appears in a
But
bunch of different
Cthulhu
cultures, but
is
Cthulhu.
kinda like Moby
Lovecraftian.
Dick.
It
Yeah.
is a specific.
I wouldn't mind a Narthalotep Frappuccino. The chaos that crawls. How about the black goat of the woods?
Ooh,
Yeah, that
no.
was-
The Yellow King.
What's the Mexican one?
What are the things
Chupacabra?
that steal your
Chupacabra?
milk and children? I want that one.
Steal your
Milk and
milk and
children?
children?
Yes.
Santa.
They're Irish.
What?
Yes.
Sealy? I mean, those are fairies.
No, they're fairies that steal your
Brownies?
milk and children.
Brownies?
Lindsay Lohan.
Perfect. I want the Lindsay
I want
Lohan
the Lindsay
Frappuccino.
Lohan Frappuccino.
Santa?
That's just a
Milk
regular
and
Frappuccino
children?
with cocaine on top. With crack on top.
Right. Can't have-
Perfect.
right.
Oh, crack and pop rocks.
Crack rocks?
Yes.
Crocs.
No, crack
Together.
rocks are different than pop
Well,
rocks.
sometimes you get crack. Sometimes you get rocks. Sometimes you get pop rocks, and it's a roulette. It's like those Doritos roulette, where it's like 1 in every 10
Yeah, I don't care
chip
for that
is-
shit. I just like the spicy ones, and I just want those. But they don't actually sell ones that are that hot. Like, spicy is not that spicy.
Hey, did you guys ever eat Airheads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
found out what the white
still eat
flavor, the mystery flavor
mystery
was. Do you know what it
flavor.
is?
What was it?
It's all the leftover flavors that they couldn't use, all mixed into one.
Undyed. Yeah, just the
How
undyed
brilliant
flavors.
is that?
Oh, it's a mystery, because it's just junk.
I like any time that they have like the mystery flavored thing. I did like though that when Skittles for the Pride Parade, their thing was like the only rainbow that matters today is the Pride Rainbow. So they made all the Skittles white and their packaging all white.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Wasn't
great.
that cute?
Yeah.
That's
I was like,
clever.
aw. A boardroom of people decided this, not for reasons of like embracing the homosexual community,
But for
but
marketing.
for marketing. And I
Well,
was like, it's almost beautiful.
It's the kind of thing where it's like sometimes you have to look at. Yeah, I understand they're a business. I understand they're this, but they still
At
did
least they're
it.
trying a little
still
bit.
did it.
It's like how
Like
Tart.
they went to hand them out at Pride. Like it was not
Yeah,
like
Well,
and they were open-minded enough and
Yeah, like,
to
understood
put
what
their
impact
brand-
it would have.
to put their
Yeah.
brand and be like, look, we do support this.
And
like,
that's brave.
Yeah.
and like they didn't just do like oh look here's still rainbow Skittles, but they're still rainbow, but we're just saying they're Pride. They actually had
Did
to
a
go
thing.
through a process.
Now
They
they
did.
they made them white and they got a lot of racial kickback because there was a lot of angry people.
So really, all the Skittles should have been a beautiful caramel color.
Just a
Yeah.
nice gray, just an even
just like
dull
like an
gray.
alien gray.
yeah, just a nice dull
Shaped
gray.
like little alien heads and being like, one day they will rule us all. We don't have to worry about
I think that's the new crayon color. It's called unobtrusive gray.
That's a skin color that we should all try and go for.
Guys, what crayon color did they retire?
Was it-
Yeah, to bring in the new blue, the
Yeah.
new differenter blue.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
they found a new blue.
Wait, someone explain this to me.
Did they retire
what's
white?
a crown
No, no,
color?
hang on. There's a new blue.
Crayon color. So Crayola
Oh.
found a new blue, and so they were retiring
No,
another.
someone
color.
else found
Oh
a new
yeah,
blue.
sorry, like a scientist
Pantone,
found it.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And so Crayola was like, "We want that shit."
What? Can we just talk about how insane that is that someone found a new color?
Well, that's like the people who found the black is black, but then the guy who found the black is black is the dickiest dick. So, and he wouldn't let any other artist in the world use it. So another guy made one that is just slightly less black than that, and anyone can use it except that other artist.
Yeah, I was,
So if you buy it, you have to sign a contract saying anyone can use it, but you will never let this guy ever have it. You'll never sell it to him. You'll never give it to him. He can never use it.
I've seen the black is black, and it is like it is.
It's a
it is-
void. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
it sucks all light into it to the point where it looks like a black hole, like
It-
no matter what it's on.
It is upsetting.
So,
I've
like, there was-
never seen
Yeah, so there was like a
this.
mask, and they had two
Yeah.
masks next to each other that obviously were like all ridged and things
Yeah.
like that. And you looked at it head on, and it looked like one was just like a black hole of nothingness, and one was a mask. And it turns to the side, and you could see that there was a whole side profile of the mask and stuff like that. But it still looked like darkness was coming for you and
Like,
for
that's
the
crazy.
entire
Can you
world.
imagine painting a room that color?
Oh my god, that'd be
I
ter-
could-
it's
I
like
could-
some Wile E. Coyote like tunnel
let's-
level
yeah.
shit.
I am 100% sure you could drive someone insane if you paint a room that color and then soundproof it like that other
No,
color room. And then
no.
then you
That
know-
is what nothingness is. You know how like humanity is always like, well, what is nothingness? And you're like, well, it's like blackness. And they're like, yeah, but like in blackness you can still see. It's like,
Yeah.
no,
No, it's that.
it is that.
like I cannot imagine
That's what death is.
like that is so
We
weird
won't
that
know
we
until
that
we
we
try.
as a society
We won't know until we try.
could create absolute void.
So we put Jeff in there
I'll try
with
it
some
once.
Mentos
I'll try it
say.
at least once.
and some Coke and just see what happens.
You know this is the beginning of your arc as a supervillain,
Yeah.
Kevin.
I don't want to. Okay, really, that's the supervillain power. Is like I have a room.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
kidnap people, drive your enemies insane in that room.
And
So,
then
like,
you
if
set them
were
free
fighting-
onto the streets.
If you were fighting Superman, you put him in the scary ass room, and then he'd be like, "It's okay, I'll
Now-
melt it out with my laser eyes," and then you'll be like, "But where's the edge?"
I don't mean
I mean,
to sound
anywhere.
rude.
So
I don't mean
and
to
then-
sound
and
rude,
then
but
he
it
can't
seems
see
like
anything. So he, like,
seems
burns
like
his
they
own
have the more
hand.
diabolical
Yeah,
plan.
you guys go with the diabolical plan. I will say how you should actually do that
I think we
is that you make
became
supervillains.
so here's what you have. You have the paint.
Mm-hmm.
You have the soundproofing. You have kryptonite.
No, and he can't find it.
If you crush the kryptonite into the paint, would that change the color of the paint?
It would change the color of the paint.
Oh, okay.
It is crystalline. It is green. It would
So we
reflect
we
light.
paint it with the kryptonite,
and then with the
So,
black.
so a base
Just
layer
build the
of
room out of
kryptonite.
kryptonite.
Yeah.
Just build
Yeah.
the
I
room.
said, build a room
That
of
seems
kryptonite.
expensive. I prefer the paint.
Yeah, I'm going to crush
But
kryptonite,
can't
paint the
kryptonite
walls,
grow
then cover it in
or
black.
something?
I don't know. I don't know how Lex Luthor keeps finding
So
kryptonite.
we'll make it kind of like a moist environment in there. So if the kryptonite is gonna bloom,
It'll just keep blooming
it'll just keep blooming.
That's not no.
underneath the paint.
Like
mold.
It's a cave-like
It's
surrounding.
like
It'll be like
mold.
stalactites.
I love that you
or
called.
stalagmites.
I love that you
Stalagmites
called
come
Kevin the
before-
evil villain, but he has no
Stalactites
plan.
come-
No diabolical
stalactites and
genius.
stalagmites.
Stalactites hold tight.
I was like, I know there's.
And
And stalagmites come up.
doesn't matter.
They drip down.
So stalactites hold tight. Stalagmites are the other ones.
Well, one of them stalactites.
You know
and
what
one
would
of
be
them
funny?
stalagmites.
Is
Sorry,
if-
still it's fine. Stalactites hold tight. Stalagmites come from the ground. Doesn't matter.
Come
They're
from
not-
the ground. It's a great rhyme.
Well, no.
It's a great rhyme.
Who cares? Who cares? There's only
Because
two of them. You
stalagmites
know what the
has
other
a
one
G
is.
in it. G for ground.
What if
It doesn't
Superman,
matter. You know what
True.
the other one
You do know
is.
that yeah.
What if Superman's weakness wasn't kryptonite? It was just like a peanut allergy.
Isn't that
World,
basically what it is?
world's strongest man. He's
crippled by a tiny
he's
lagoon.
unbeatable until he
That's
has
why I
a
always say I'd
peanut.
be super easy to assassinate. So if anybody ever really truly hated me, it'd be easy to get rid of me.
Just like throw some dust in the room I'm in. Put me
What,
under a mating.
what are
Wait,
you
wait.
allergic to? Peanuts or bees?
sure.
Everything.
Gluten.
Everything.
Tell people, all right? I'm not well liked.
Aaron, what are you allergic to?
I'm just saying, I sat under a Mayday tree all day on Saturday, and that was good for me.
What's a Mayday tree?
It's a tree with flowers on it.
She's allergic to flowers and trees. Get on that.
Oh,
And garage
your
sales.
boy-
A garden is basically a
your,
chamber of
your
trees.
boyfriends must have to get creative then.
To be fair, it's mostly just annoying.
It was annoying.
Kevin,
Yeah.
what are you allergic to?
Also the tree.
sunscreen.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I
that's
see.
true.
I get it.
That's fucking.
No, it's not a joke.
That's terrible.
Are you actually
that's
allergic to
true.
I,
sunscreen?
I assumed it was real, but that your skin is that like delicate.
Not a joke. Not a joke.
So what do you-
It's allergic to most
Most sunscreens.
Do you,
sunscreens.
that like the like white oxide stuff? Is that the stuff you have to use then if you're
No,
allergic to the other stuff?
I am allergic to anything that is hypoallergenic.
Yeah, you can only use Banana
Weird.
Boat. Is that the right brand?
Hawaiian Tropics.
Oh, Hawaiian Tropics.
Yeah, and that works fine.
You can go to the dollar store brand that like burned that small child allegedly.
Because
I feel like a
Because
burn that small
apparently it
child.
was so shitty that like the kid went out into the sun and it like extra burned them. And I'm like, yeah, but it definitely wasn't hypoallergenic. so it worked for Kevin.
we tried to make sunscreen. Instead, we made cooking oil.
Yeah, well, that's basically what it looked like. It had this giant like blister, and then like it was bad. But also, I don't believe them because it was
Yeah,
like
that
an
seems
online
inaccurate.
like.
When
Yeah.
Kevin was a
clickbaity
wee
thing.
9-year-old, we went to Wasaga Beach in Ontario, and he got such a bad sunburn on his shoulders that he had to stay in the dark basement for 3 days afterwards.
Yeah, I've done that.
3 good days, but it was like blistering, and you could feel the fluid running.
Oh, he also
underneath
could
them.
not wear a shirt.
I had to go to the doctor because I had such bad sunburns that they had to give me Flamazine, which is like for like if you burn yourself like on fire, like on
Yeah.
a stove. That's how bad it was. So like, been there.
Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah,
Okay.
Did they give you the special anti-burn
I had
medication?
something we got to put on my
Yeah,
shoulders
that's
because
probably
it was
what it
was.
blistering.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
it
thing.
was
It's like
bad.
it was like mine was like it was like a 3rd degree burn. It was like the most mild, but it was like not
real
just
burn.
a skin burn, like a sunburn. It was a real burn.
Like a
it
chemical
was like
burn.
a couple layers deep. And that's how I think that's how burns are justified
Yes.
is how many layers
Oh,
they
the
go into.
degrees,
the skin.
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
Because there is
Because
actually
1st degree is like down to the bone.
no,
right?
no,
There are
other direction,
there
other
are
direction.
4th
Third
degree
degree is the
burns.
worst.
3rd
Yeah.
degrees. I
Remember,
like I
murder goes
see, that's
one
the
direction.
Thing, is I always have the thing, and if you murder someone by lighting them on fire, it's gonna get confusing if you planned it.
Guys,
I'm
there are
just saying.
4th degree burns,
Yeah,
which are where
burn.
your bones start to burn, and that's horrifying.
the
That is my
marrow in
worst
your
fear.
the marrow in your
That's
bones
basically death.
starts
That's
to starts to evaporate and your bones explode.
The
Yeah.
woman who burned herself with that McDonald's coffee, she was, by the way, if nobody's seen, she was not driving. She was like an old lady sitting in the passenger seat. The car was stopped and parked.
Yeah.
She was opening up the lid just to like put like some cream in, and it burnt her down to her bones.
Yeah. Everyone
That's
makes
why
fun
she
of it.
Sued
Because-
them.
because it is
because that shit was
Stupid
way too
hot,
hot.
Yeah.
way too hot.
Incorrect.
And
Incorrectly
so,
hot.
anytime that you think that's a joke, it is not a
No,
joke.
there's a few ones like that. Though the worst one I saw that had no sort of like
What was her
explanation to
name?
it. What?
I assume like Edna,
Well, the next time I like my
And a
coffee's
burn
hot,
master.
so the next
Girdle.
time I get it, I'll ask for Edna,
the Edna special.
the Edna special.
It's dark.
I
Did
don't
I
think-
get
I don't
my
think-
coffee Edna
He
temperature?
said, I want to burn me from the inside out.
I feel like that joke will not land.
They won't get it.
Seems real esoteric.
I remember hearing.
I'll give it a shot.
I remember hearing one story that was someone who found a fly in their water, like the water bottle. So they sued the company for
A new water bottle.
well, no, because the reason they put
Murdering
up
a fly.
ever since they found the fly,
Fly
they
fly.
could not sleep, they could not eat, and they could not sexually pleasure their wife. And I'm like, what kind of fly did you find?
I'm often afraid of flies. That lands.
Yeah, I don't like flies. If it was a moth, it'd be even worse.
But it made him sexually impotent.
Yeah, the thought of this makes me sexually impotent. Oh, you know what makes me extra sexually impotent? The coconut water thing, if you saw that, where it's like, there's like mold in the bottom of this lady's coconut
Ew.
water.
Gross.
But it looked like an octopus. Like it was so
Oh.
big and disgusting.
Wow.
And it made her so sick, and she's allergic to mold on top of it.
I think everyone's
But
slightly
that
allergic
might
to
be a
mold.
clickbait thing again. No, I'm allergic to mold to the point where, like, if I look at a mushroom, I'm going to be sick.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
allergic
fungi.
to dust. I'm not. Look, yeah, dust, molds, and fungi.
Yeah.
Remember the time that I was on a search for the coconut water?
No.
Don't have coconut water.
But I had really good coconut water in New York, and I'm
Right.
trying to re-find
Oh,
it.
right, yeah.
See, but what
Jessica
happens
Jane,
is,
are you watching this? Tell me the coconut water I drank.
See, but the problem is that you have to have, like, as soon as you crack it, it has no artificial preservatives or whatever.
Yeah,
so like
drink it.
down that shit
But
immediately.
why would you ever open a beverage and not finish
No,
it?
I've never done that.
Because there's like ones that come in like a 2-liter.
What if you
thing.
can't drink a whole
Stupid.
soda, but you have a whole soda?
See, Jeff knows the peril of this.
I'm just saying my brand is beverages.
You have a lot of brands.
No, that's pretty much your primary brand.
Well,
Like,
that and like my hair being
Is that
up
like your
is my
personality
brand,
trait?
Is a thing I read once that you wrote, and I was like,
I don't know.
"It's not a thing.
Piling all of my hair on top of my head
That's just
is my
called a
brand.
ponytail."
I can't do it anymore.
Well,
But
then you've ruined your brand.
people took it real seriously. I was like, this is a goof. Not a goof. People took it seriously.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Really wanted to give me life advice.
well, that's because you have actor friends on your Facebook, and
Yeah,
they're like,
and they have
a brand is a
brands.
real thing
Yeah.
for them.
I don't have a brand.
I thought you just said beverages was your
Yeah,
brand.
you need to make up your mind.
Well, you have life brands and you have acting.
Do you
brands.
have the
you.
brands or not?
Yeah,
What's a
I
life
have-
brand?
Beverages.
Beverages.
I thought Life Brand was.
What's
a
an
cereal.
acting brand? Like Will Ferrell is his brand?
No. A brand would be like,
Tennessee Williams, heroines.
Hugh Jackman is super fit. Like if he
Ah,
ever
I
if
see,
he
I
ever
see.
did a movie where he had like
Then he'd
gained
win an Oscar.
that
Where he gained weight.
Where he
If he
gained
was
a-
really chunky, he'd probably win an Oscar.
where
Yeah.
he gained a bunch of weight, like that
He
would be
needs to Charlize Theron it.
it would be
Yeah.
off brand for him.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
Ah,
how
I
you win
see.
an Oscar.
Like when Christian Bale was Batman and then he was the machinist?
Other way around, but yes.
He was the
Yes.
machinist then Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be fair, somewhat of Christian Bale's brand is just
Being fucking weird.
fluctuating
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
hard.
He's a huge dick.
Or like for a
Him and
long
Russell
time.
Crowe, are those the two biggest dicks?
Probably.
Was
Yeah.
it Russell Crowe or who's the other guy?
I know. I never
I
seen
think
him.
you're
naked.
thinking-
Sutherland did tackle a Christmas tree in a hotel lobby, so I think he's got
Or-
to be in there.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson definitely
Oh
is in
yeah.
there.
He
I
might-
guess it's
yeah.
pretty
They
big
should
dick.
go for dinner. All 4 of them.
How do you know they don't?
I hope they do.
Who else?
Where
has
would
a
they
solid,
go?
Like, oh, you know what? You know,
Jewish
you know
deli?
who's better than Hugh Jackman? Dwayne the Rock Johnson. His brand is that he is super buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
is that he's bigger than any normal human being could ever
if
be.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson had just decided to give it all up, it would be that's not his brand. His brand is being a very very strong.
And
guy.
that's why it was so funny when he. What was the movie with him and Kevin Hart?
Central Intelligence.
Yeah, that's why it was so funny that he was like the loser chubby guy in high school.
Yeah.
Because it was off brand.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. You said Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's brand is being angry. He
and
has
a little bit of a schlubby everyman.
Yeah, yeah. But his big thing is like he shouts. He does.
I thought his thing was aloof. He's always aloof in his
No,
characters.
Will Ferrell shouts.
He does. He
does
ramps
shout.
up. He's a
Yeah.
ramp upper.
Yeah, right.
So then, what is Chris Pratt's brand?
Comedy muscle man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about
except
Parks
in
and
Parks
Rec?
Oh, that's
Well,
just comedy
I
relief.
I don't think he has
I
a
don't
firm
think-
enough brand right now. And to be fair, there's high level brand and low level brand. Like when you ask what is a brand, this is my brand. Like
Hats.
That hat. in
Weird looking.
particular, just the
no,
one.
no, no, having red hair and a beard and like being tall and being big. That is my brand.
Okay, I would say Chris Pratt is first comedy relief. I don't think I've seen him in anything where he wasn't comedy relief.
Even when he's the lead, he's the comedic relief
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, he's the comedy guy. Even in Jurassic Park, he was funny. He wasn't probably the most comedic relief, but he was still comedic
But
relief.
that's like how our good friend Ben Rowe was saying earlier when we were talking at the Free Comic Book Day about how like the difference between like the Avengers and
It's a little bit different,
Guardians
but
of
yeah.
the
it's-
Guardians
yeah.
of the Galaxy, right? Was like, well, like Yeah, because Chris Pratt is the star of Guardians of the Galaxy, whereas the star of the star of the Avengers is the Avengers.
Everyone, yeah,
And
all
this
of
is
them.
The thing that we were talking about.
You shouldn't have said that on the podcast because I credited that to you in an email earlier this week.
Oops. Well, it wasn't me.
Well, I mean, it came through her.
It did come through.
She did. She sent it to me, and then
Yeah.
I typed
Because
it.
it was really well. It was like it was a thing that we were talking about, and that's where
Yeah.
we got.
Yeah.
So it was like a group thing. No, it wasn't. It was Ben.
No, it's bad.
I think the raccoon's still the funniest.
Yeah, but he's
I
not
mean,
the
the-
leader.
I mean,
No,
they're
he's
all,
like angry funny.
No, yeah, they're all good.
I
like
did
that.
a quiz based on my 80s tunes and got Rocket, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to start listening to other music, I guess.
I couldn't do that one. I don't know any of these tunes.
Well, that was one of the things was, what is one of the 80s tunes you've never heard of before? Like, that was one of the questions.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I haven't heard any of these, but this one looks the most terrible.
You don't know any 80s tunes?
Yeah,
I
he
know.
does.
No, here's the thing. I do know. I know of them. I don't know what
know
ones
that
are
the
fr-
80s
I don't know
happened,
which.
and there was
I don't know
music
which. I don't know which
there.
songs are from the 80s and be like, oh, that is an 80s song. And I have because I looked at that quiz and I'm like, I have no connection to any of this music.
You would have recognized it. Come on.
No. Here's like, I would have recognized them. But if that's like, what is your favorite rock song?
doesn't say.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
this song?
But it's like if you do not know like Thunderstruck by AC/DC, like what are you even doing in humanity?
No, I mean like yeah, I know that.
That's what the quiz was.
No, but no. It's the same one because the quiz that I looked at was the one that was saying like, "What is your favorite rock song?" I said a whole bunch of them up, and I'm like, I know 3 of these.
And
Yeah,
you're like,
and then you
the
just
answer
pick-
is The Final Countdown.
wasn't an option.
No, but here's the thing. I think with these, number one, I think they're all ridiculous.
You mean they're
but-
not based in science?
No, yeah, but like but if you want to get anything out of them, isn't it supposed to be like which is your favorite out of these, not which one do you know?
No, I think it is which one you know, because that also reflects your personality. If you've not heard any of these other ones, but you know only 3 of them, out of those 3, which is your favorite? That's it. Like that's
No, here's the
all
here's
I'm
the thing.
saying.
I know Thunderstruck. I don't like the song. It's a
Do you like it better than a song you don't know?
Hi.
that
Got
is
another
a
guess.
false equivalency.
No, but of all the songs on that list, that song, if that's the only song you know, by default would be your favorite because at least you've heard it.
No, but I didn't choose to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. It's that prevalent in society.
But that's
But you haven't gone deep. You're not the kind of person who goes deep into 80s music. You do not know it. That is part of I think that is part of the quiz. If you only heard Thunderstruck, then you obviously have not gone.
Then you're obviously
you're
Gamora.
not-
Answer
Well,
right there.
yeah.
You're
I was
Gamora.
like, but you listen to Thunderstruck and you're like, I didn't really enjoy that. I'm not going to go any deeper into this genre of this age.
I don't. Number one, it's a stupid Facebook quiz, so no, they did not think that far.
I
And-
did.
And number
That's
two,
too far.
I still do. I don't think that's what it is because you can just know information and it has nothing to do with whether the fact that you are and whether you understand that information.
2 things. I took one of those quizzes once, and it was for Riverdale, and it told me I was a lodge, and I was very displeased.
All right.
What kind of lodge?
Veronica Lodge.
Oh, I was like, the Black Lodge or the White Lodge? I'm watching a lot of Twin Peaks. We're going to have to
Number
be specific here.
2, I have some Oreos that we should eat.
Not
No.
with the microphone. Are you so...
But we can give
Let's just
you
eat the.
eat for them.
Let's just eat the
That's not
Oreos.
a
All right.
thing.
All right. Fine.
Because I really
People
want some of
love
those
watching
Oreos.
people eat things on YouTube.
She's actually right. Bring up the Oreos. Everyone, pop in an Oreo.
I can't eat the Oreo.
Except for you.
I'm just
You can
telling
watch-
you,
you
people
can lick the
love
ice,
to watch
see?
people eat things on YouTube. I have watched a lot of YouTube.
All right, fine. So these are red velvet Oreos.
Yes.
Are we hoping Oreos will send us more stuff I can't eat? Is that the hope here?
Hey,
it's not
you're-
even a full thing.
You're not.
Oh,
the,
I already ate some of them.
Now, to be fair, you're not the only one. Oh my God, you're not the only one in this company.
Yeah, but it
Leah.
is my company, Kevin.
Jeff, would you like an Oreo?
Yeah, I would love one.
So you
Thank you
can,
very much.
Leah, you can monologue while we eat these
Hey,
Oreos.
wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh my god.
What the hell is happening over here?
His Oreo broke.
Oh, so that's just shoddy craftsmanship. Good job, Oreo, making another inferior product. I see how it's gonna be.
So
Hey,
here's
Leah,
a
you wanna
monologue
lick the
from
icing?
Leah while we lean away from our
I
microphones.
There could be gluten on it.
Everybody, eat away from your microphone.
Because Kevin hates when people are chewing on microphones. He hates listening to it. He hates even thinking about it. It makes him upset physically.
All right.
Hi, Kevin.
That's just not great. Not great what you're doing. You're not even eating anything.
Yeah.
You're making gross.
But you said you approved of this, so.
making gross noises.
I was going to introduce you guys to my friend, but she left.
Good.
That's fine.
That's because you don't have any friends.
I acknowledged her, but then I realized
Yeah.
this was.
All right.
My friend's a ghost, as you can tell by what just happened here
We're
with the
ignoring
sound.
that. All right, I ate the Oreo. It tastes like red velvet. I mean, I'll give them.
I could just make a red velvet cake for next time, and it'll be gluten-free and delicious.
I have no idea what red velvet
I
is.
would like that.
I thought
It
was
is a
great.
chocolate cake with a shit ton of red dye in it. That's
Pretty
all
much,
it
yeah.
is.
Beets.
Oh.
Which is also red dye. It can be beet based, but it's still a red dye. You don't want to have too many beets in your chocolate cake. It's gonna give you a weird
I will say,
flavor.
I'll give it a credit because most of those those Oreo things that you kind of eat, they don't really taste like the thing that they're saying they are. They're just kind of like, here's this. It's kind of like it.
Yeah.
This one tastes like a.
It could be like pina colada flavor, and you're like, I guess that kind of looks. Right.
Yeah, no, this
on
tastes.
on the page. I did see a pina or like on the
Yeah.
cover
Yeah.
thing. I did see a pina colada, so that's
Well,
good.
what
There
I
was the
will
vague
say
taste of
about that
pineapple.
is that they may not taste exactly what they're saying they taste like, but if you notice, like all grape has like it doesn't taste like grapes, but they all have a similar flavor of whatever like artificial grape is.
That's like blue raspberry.
Watermelon.
No, watermelon.
sense.
Yeah.
Watermelon is the most egregious
Yeah,
one.
watermelon never
Watermelon
tastes like a
doesn't have a
watermelon.
taste really.
No.
It's just a little bit like
watery
sweet
and
sugar water.
sweetish.
It's water with texture in it.
Like celery,
But-
watermelon. Celery's the worst version of watermelon.
But
Yes.
watermelon candy is delicious.
Delicious.
And watermelon, anything that's a watermelon flavored like juice, delicious.
Delicious,
But
yeah.
not watermelon.
But that to bring
But what
back
if you
to the
juice
point.
a watermelon? Because I've done that and I made watermelon margaritas once, where I just like blended,
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of putting strawberries in, you put watermelon in. Delicious.
But
Maybe
to go
you should
back to the
bring
point,
that next time instead of the red velvet.
they
Velvet.
invented
Yeah.
blue raspberry,
Because they wanted to distinguish it from cherry and strawberry.
and it's delicious.
it is delicious.
Blue
like
raspberry.
I love blue raspberry. I just had a ring pop at a very important paying gig that we did, and it was blue raspberry, and it was delicious. And
Oh.
also, we're real professionals.
Very professional.
To
Also,
eat ring
It was
pops.
given
theater
to me
company?
at the company.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say my theater company sells ring pops at our concession for literally every show we do.
Can I
Yes, you
have
do.
a ring pop as payment?
Yeah, they're probably down there.
Sweet.
Not
Awesome.
down there, down there.
Awesome. Good talk about food. I think we're gonna probably wrap it up then.
Content.
There's a hair on the top of your hat, and it makes you look like you have an alfalfa hair just sticking right up.
Well, that was.
It's probably from your beard.
You know my favorite thing is? My favorite thing is when we end these strong. We end these with strong observational comedy. Thank you for listening or watching.
My hair.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, can they download this eventually?
Eventually, yes.
Great.
We'll give special thanks to Twisted Elbin for letting us shoot some of the ghosting there, as well as letting you know that you can check out Jeff, who's no longer sitting over there, and his band Jeff Turner and the Conversation Killers on Saturday, May 27th at Ghetto Boys. They have a show at the Bell Towers last show at 10 p.m. What?
In Calgary.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
you didn't
Calgary.
mention which city
Sorry,
it was in.
I forget people watch from outside.
All right. Good try.